Yeah. What up? Once again, it's on. Welcome back to Sense, where we talk about any and everything. Interesting week. Immigration's real hot, especially down here. You know, the detention center and Homestead. You know what I'm saying, where they're keeping like the kids. Say before yesterday. Today they were supposed to put 10 cities. They were gonna go by and like, if you were like not legal or whatever, they were gonna detain you, separate families. You know, some rough times going on in America right now, especially if this affects you, because families should be together. Real shit. Families should be together. So you have to feel for these people that are going through such, and be thankful that and grateful that you don't have to go through such. I want to bring on the squad. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, team, what up? Yeah. You guys been seeing this immigration stuff going on in the news, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, so I mean, it's rough, and I think that we got to do better. But at the same time, it makes you look at like some of the folks who are affected by this, who voted for Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you feel like? Should we even feel remorse for you, because this is what you wanted in office? You know?
Right. I hate to be that guy, but like the people that are going to be deported are the ones that already have like orders of deportation. Those are the ones that they're going to be going after.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are people that already like have a trial set to go and have like their trial and hearing, be deported, but they didn't show up. Those are the ones that they're going to be going after.
Yeah. Well.
I think it's not like black and white that like all they're just going after like all and they're going after ones that like already have orders to be deported, and they just like decide not to go to their court hearing.
Well, I mean, they're not going to court on like they're people that are not detained and they're supposed to show up to court, or are they detaining them and not letting them show up to court?
Like, yeah, there's people that get like orders of deportation, and like there's a trial and court date and all that stuff, and then people just don't jump for it. And like, these are the ones that they can be targeted.
Gotcha.
Well, like I said, it's definitely unfortunate. So, wish all those families well with all of this.
They're separating families, and what they're doing is some people, I don't know, I could be wrong, but taking kids from their parents, and then what do? They letting people adopt their kids. And
they're being detained in cages.
About a lady who her son was taken from her when he was a baby, and it's been like 4 years or something like that she was trying to fight to get him back, and the judge ruled that she couldn't have her son back. So I'm like, how? And then the family that has the son, I mean, have a fucking heart. Like, that kid had a mother that wanted him. Like, why would you do that? If I, adopted a kid and, found out, what was up with the kid's situation, I'd be like, all right, this is wrong, he belongs to his mother. But I think that's fucked up.
Kind of complicated too, because like the ones that are coming over, like a lot of them are like bringing kids like that aren't even there. Just like, for the most part, the whole family separation thing is just verifying to make sure that the adults that are with the kids are actually the parents. And then like, yeah, fucked up shit is gonna happen along the way while they're doing that, but it's not like they're just purposefully like thing or like separating something. Like, no, we want to make sure that these kids are actually like this person's like biological kid. Like, they're not just like using these kids as like kind of like the smoke screen or whatever to like get free entry or some shit.
Well, can't they separate the kid and just question them and be like, hey, is this really your parent? They're not around. You can't really, they're not gonna hurt you if you say it's not. I don't know.
Like I said, it's not like I would say, like, it's not simple. It's not black and white. It's like just a whole big complicated issue.
Mm-hmm. So I guess the media and everything is not putting out everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we're going to move forward with the show and get into, what we call is What's Poppin' and Pop. And first thing in What's Poppin' and Pop, everybody's favorite female rapper. I couldn't get that out without laughing. But no, Cardi B was supposedly going to be, she got indicted by a grand jury this week. And she'll be possibly facing 14 years for an assault charge. Now,
get away, woman.
I don't know if she'll get away with not doing any time per se, but
if them students job right, she'll get the full 14 years. Get treated like a man. Yep.
Yeah.
One time, and you know what's gonna happen? She'll get what's that shit called? Community service. She got an ankle behind her for a couple years.
Well, they're
They feel the popping a fucking willy. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we shall see. There's so many barriers with that, like being a celebrity, being a certain race, being a woman, as far as what time that she'll possibly get. Because we've seen cases where two guys rape a woman. The black guy rapes the woman. He gets what? They give him they give him shit under the jail, like 10 to 15 years. White guy does it, gets off on probation.
Oh, but he gets off on probation, and they say, well, he was a good guy.
Yeah, these things.
Just raped somebody, but he's an all-around good American.
But even like what the fellas are saying, as far as her being like Roberto saying, her being a woman, she's not gonna have to face with so many years, if that. But we shall see. We really shall see what happens with Cardi B. I guess. Do you guys feel like they would make an example out of her?
Hell no. They would have been made an example out of her. Talking about raping people and they rape her just like.
No, her brother was like he was raping someone and she lied for him, didn't she?
She's gonna get what's those things called? A training. Get a guy drunk, have a training do it. I mean,
no, they got a guy drunk and she was wrong.
No, she said if a guy cheats on her, she's with him. She's gonna tell him it's a threesome and get a training. She messed with him while he sleeps. I mean, unless she actually did that, that's just talk. But I'm just saying, you don't fucking jail talk that shit.
But if she did it, she'd be in jail. Because look at her, she's
got out and admitted to doing it. She's not in jail. Exactly. Get the fuck out of here.
She'll go to jail if she really did it.
Yeah, right.
Hood rat. She's a hood rat.
Who and the Gene got
hood rat.
That's a fucking hood rat.
She's a hood rat.
Fuck no. Fuck out of here.
She's a hood rat. Yeah.
I just like prosecution. She might not have fucked it, but she was still going. The guy thought she was gonna go through with that.
Well, Cardi, we don't know what's gonna happen, and you don't know what's gonna happen. But we shall see what does happen going forward. Other topic that we got and what's popping and pop is the BET Awards that's airing tonight. Of course, the biggest headline thing is that they plan to do I don't know if it's a humanitarian award, but a nice reward set up for Nipsey Hussle, who was gunned down. Yeah, basically in front of his store, where he was working out of in his old, in his neighborhood that he grew, in the community that he grew up in. He was gunned down by somebody close to him. At least that's what they're telling us. What we're led to believe based off of the footage and of course the media report. But BET Awards, it comes once a year, and it's the one time that I will watch BET. I will say that. I mean, me and Ebony was talking earlier, and she don't really fuck with the BET Awards.
I don't know the channel, period.
Yeah. And so I mean, what I like is they always, they always bring something like a blast from the past. So sometimes they'll do where that one year they brought out Jodeci, and we got to see how ashy they look. Like now and shit. I mean, Casey can still sing, but he still look, a melodic cigarette, up there on the stage. But it's good to see the folks come together, and for those like myself, I mean, Jeff is more in tune with what's I would say what's current in music. But for me, it likes me see what's the joint right now. They tend to pull from that. So I mean, it's cool to see. What's going on? Like right now, they got a world premiere, I guess, of YG's music video, and I always fuck with YG. Love YG's first album, man. YG and DJ Mustard was a match made in West Coast heaven for me. The way their sound blends together, the way he rides over DJ Mustard tracks. It's hosted by Regina Hall. Not to be confused with Regina King, who is going to be returning to her voice acting booth when the Boondocks return. The Boondocks should be returning to what is it, not Comedy Central? What are they on? Cartoon Network. Yeah, they should be returning back to Cartoon Network this year.
What's the name coming back to?
What's that?
Will Slim is probably gonna have Eric Andre.
Yeah.
What's the other show? You got a movie also coming out.
Yeah, I think I saw that shit. You sent, the bad trip.
Yeah, where all the fucking
he real pranks, but yeah, I was like, man, that shit wild, dog. Somebody
Eric Andre's hilarious. His show's hilarious.
Somebody gonna shoot that fool.
Somebody gonna kill that nigga.
Yeah, but I say that, and
I am waiting on.
And what's the fools? What's some fools you had me watching, man? They was ciphering gas out of niggas in the hood.
I don't even remember. Was that Motor Squad?
I don't know who it was, man. You watched that shit, and they had like that gun sound in the car, and they was driving through the hood with the windows down with the volume blast. Yep. I don't play too fucking much. Oh yeah, they giving Mary's getting a Lifetime Achievement Award.
What?
Yeah. But you're not watching though. You're not watching. That's your girl too. You ain't no real fan. You're not watching BET.
So I still like Mary, but then I'm probably won't watch it. But Mary, yeah, she needs to get an award.
Yeah, Mary been through. Yeah, she done been through the rocker. Speaking of Ashley Larry, known as KC, that's who she used to be with back in the day.
For real?
Yeah, she used to be with KC.
Lord have mercy. Wow.
Yeah, wait until this shit funny. Yeah, like we sitting watching the BET Awards on the TV playing, and they got Chris Brown's ex Karuchi. Who the fuck was she before Chris Brown?
No,
looking girl. I don't know.
Hey,
exactly.
Hey, her and Amber Rose. Hey, whatever. Same. I guess the same can be said for Kim Kardashian, right? So yeah, it is. But I mean, Kim did closets. I don't know what the fuck. Amber was a stripper. Karuchi, I don't know what the fuck she did, but it's going.
Kim was till that tape came out.
I mean, Kim was doing celebrity closets, and her dad was on one of the biggest cases in U.S. court history. So.
No. I knew her daddy was the kid. I didn't know he was her daddy, and I didn't know nothing about whatever celebrity closet.
Yeah, she used to do closets. She used to do like I don't know all them like celebs that were big at the time used to do their closets. Like she was like a stylist or some shit. But BET Awards has had its moments, and I say I like watching BET Awards. That's like I said, it's probably like the one time throughout the year I know for sure I try not to miss that and the BET Hip Hop Awards. Especially the ciphers. I like the ciphers because, again, me and Jeff like to go back and forth about like the way that hip hop is today. But I guess for me, even being like how it is, I still like to see you hold your own in a cipher. So that's why I am. And with some really can't hold their own in a cipher.
Big Crit, J. Cole,
yeah,
Lamar,
yeah.
I don't care what you say. Sauce Walker got off the flow. They a bunch of motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, they coming. Well, they've made those names. They've made their names, man. Big Crit got an album coming. His album coming out soon, right?
Yeah, a lot of nice. I know E40 album coming out like this month. So I'm gonna wait on that too. I'm gonna say this, and you can agree or disagree. Big Crit gonna end up being our Jadakiss, yo. Like this generation's Jadakiss. I think he's gonna end up being our Jadakiss. I think he's gonna end up being more like, because he's been out for a while now. He's gonna end up being like our MC.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
I just feel like Crit
be known well enough where everybody respect him and won't fuck with him, but it's just gonna be that point to like he gonna be an underground king. Man.
People can feel however they want to feel about it. But I see Big Crit as like that. He's like a Southern Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? He's like a Kanye West from the South. The man, the motherfucker, he can rap just as good as he can produce. He can rap just as good as he produce. But
doesn't say J. Cole though. He can rap just as good as he can produce.
Same thing with J. Cole. And I love J. Cole for the simple fact that he likes to stay like real homey with his look. It look very like down home. He like you don't really see him like in suits or anything. Hair is kind of like this is who I am. It kind of keeps it. He keeps it hip hop. And to be honest, man, like that give you that early '90s cross colors type look to hip hop, and I respect that. BET Hip Hop Awards tonight, and yeah, looking forward to it. We'll see what's what. By the time this show releases, BET Awards have already happened, so we'll probably talk about if anything major happens. So one thing about the BET Awards I will discuss is what we know is that Floyd Mayweather's DJ was jumped by T.I. and five other guys. I imagine it still has something to stem with their little issues that they've had over T.I.'s wife. Apparently, there's just speculation. I mean, it's not as anybody's business, but yeah, I guess speculation that Floyd had did something with Tiny. But I just think it's interesting that T.I., T.I.'s, they still ain't handled that situation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Suge, yo, it's on you for your rant of the week. So what you got?
What I got for my rant of the week. I got another summer vacation rant. Parents, before you send your kids down the street to play with other kids, make sure they already have their damn snack. I'm tired of kids coming to my door, and the first thing that they say when they come over to play with my kid is, "Can I have a damn snack?"
Time out.
No, you cannot.
Time out.
Yo, I got a free on that one.
Hold on. Wait a minute. When do you go to other people's house and ask for damn food?
That's what I'm talking about.
What happens now? You ain't know that?
Yes.
Nigga, my kid is 15.
Kids that I ain't never met, and they come to your house the first time, and all they ask for is a snack.
My child is 15 and lives with her mother, right? And her mother in Detroit. Yeah, I didn't have that luxury as far as like kids coming to the house saying, "Hey, Mr. John, can I have a snack now?"
Growing up, your mama was growing up.
I wouldn't dare fix my mouth to say it.
If you were playing at my house for a couple of hours and you was thirsty, you wanted a snack, I'm cool with that.
I
but
wouldn't.
When you first set foot in my damn house before you start playing, you don't ask for no goddamn snack.
I wouldn't fix my mouth to say anything to an adult. That's very privileged. Do they ask for your Wi-Fi password when they come in too?
Hell no, they ain't getting that shit.
But actually, I gotta say something. I was that rude kid to go in niggas' fridge, and they be like, "What's wrong with you, boy?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm about to make some sense."
Okay, this nigga's bruh. So you bruh man.
They ask for the snack.
So you bruh man.
My thing is, you ask for a snack and then be picky about what the fuck snack you get. No, you get what you get or get.
Go in their fridge and see what they have. Like, damn, man, you ain't got nothing. Oh, nigga, man. What the fuck?
Be like, "Can I have a snack?" "Yeah, you can have a fruit cup." I don't like that. Well, I guess you wasn't getting shit in my fridge.
No,
Feed your damn kid.
Yeah, I didn't mean to hack your moment, Suge. That just puzzled me because I would never fix my mouth to say such. But yeah.
That's how we were brought up. You don't open your mouth to do that.
I could be at, like, let's say I was at Burt house, some kid came over, and they had kids over. They would probably do the same thing. They want to know what kind of snacks you got. That's the first thing kids want to figure out, what kind of snacks you got.
I find that very interesting. That's interesting to me. Wow.
You play for a couple hours, then your ass asks for a damn snack because you get
I don't ask for nothing. Now they might ask if
from 2 houses or 3 houses down the street to the next house, you don't ask for a damn snack. You didn't come across town, nigga. You just came a couple houses away.
That's interesting. That's this conversation. Your rant will play into the little segment that we have at the end of the show, going forward. But of course, want to give it to Big Bro, Karoon-based top joints and games. So yo, what you got, D?
Gaming wise, I have nothing. I've been playing No Man's Sky. It's an old game that came out. They finally fixed it. I'm in that space exploration shit hard. But as of music, E40's what's that shit called? Chase the Money with young Brody Rich, whatever. That nigga, I like his like ad-libs. That nigga's good. They got Quavo on it, and Quavo going in. They got fucking ASAP Bird and Schoolboy Q. Oh my god, that's a good song. Go check it out. What else came out recently? I like that. We already talked about the
You was talking about Crit a little bit.
Look at that ass, OC Genesis. I just like that strip appeal. Maybe without the video, it's not as good, but the video makes it good. We are in no disagreement for that video. Let's be clear.
But yeah, I guess I don't know. There's certain records, it just didn't hit me like I wasn't even into the Coco. But I wasn't even into that. It took a while. It took a while for. You know what's funny? We had the debate earlier about the Lil Jon thing. It took me a while before I got into Lil Jon because of that very same reason. So yep, I am a hypocrite. I'll say that. I'll say a hypocrite about that because yeah, I wasn't really into Lil Jon at first, and then it just I don't know. Something clicked. Something clicked. The spell.
Debate today. I'm glad you said that about Lil Jon too.
What?
It's about young Ace Hood, and I was like, I kind of feel cheated that Ace Hood ain't bigger than he should be because
he is fun. So why isn't? Was he on it? He should. I thought he was going to be. Not to cut you off, Deke. I honestly thought Ace Hood was going to be Khaled's like artist. Like, Rick was a standalone thing on his own. He was kind of like, he was one of Jay-Z's artists. Because, He came on. Rick came. Yeah.
He was supposed to be, but Cali didn't promote him or push anything out really by him.
Not at all. Not at all.
And Rick Ross, apparently, from what I was heard, that Rick Ross asked him to, like, you know, let me get Ace Hood. He would have been under Ace Hood. So that means that Ace Hood probably would have been big like Meek Mills is now.
He should have. I mean, he should have been, man. I think he really got a raw deal. You know what's so funny?
All that shit, and then now you look at him, you like,
he got a raw deal, man. You know what's wild? I'm gonna tell you what my instant thought was. Yesterday, went to South Beach with my best friend, man. You know, he's going through right now. But we were on South Beach, and like, you know how they play, like on the plane they do like promotions and shit. It said like Studio 23 Ace Hood tonight. I was like, who the fuck want to see him? And they had, and Buster was here last night too. Buster Rhymes was here. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, Buster puts on a show, but who trying to see it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think like these kids, like, I don't know if they could absorb a Buster Rhymes the way we can. You know what I'm saying?
They won't understand it.
But Ace Hood, like I said, Ace Hood, I'm like, I feel like he should be bigger. That record, Bugatti, should have led to something else.
He should be bigger, but he's not, and that's the crazy part, man. He is not bigger.
Not at all. And Cali gotta take something, because Cali done put on some folks. Like, listen to some of his albums. There's some folks on the record that I don't really care for. I know Ace Hood. Listen, Ace Hood didn't have the marketing, but Ace Hood could rap. Let's be clear.
But now, Ace Hood is like, he left Cali. And I'm thinking he should, if he would have went with Ross, when he was getting big, he would have been huge right now, man. That shit is crazy.
So, do you think that he can? He
came in with Cali and stayed with Cali.
Do you think he can get something like now? You think he can have that one record, be independent? I think if he got a banger, no, I'm real shit. Keep in Miami, a real banger. Not in the likes of I would have a feature. I would have a Migos feature. You need somebody current to grab the ear of the current current audience, but have a dope banger, man. I wouldn't go with the Future angle again, because Future is Future's not he doesn't have the spotlight right now. It's like it's Migos, it's some other, I don't know, get that Megan Thee Stallion, whatever, them City Girls, something.
Rock City Girls, get them on, man.
Yeah. So I mean, I like Ace Hood, man. I mean, I like Ace Hood. I fuck with Ace Hood, and Khaled, you got to do something, man. You got to do something about your boy, man. Or he can just join Love and Hip Hop, whatever, and branch his music out through there. One of the two, whichever route you choose.
I don't listen to music from Love and Hip Hop, so I don't know how that goes.
There's only one. There's only one. Two people in general that have like left Love and Hip Hop and have actually prospered in their music, and that is K. Michelle and Cardi B. Cardi B was already doing her thing before Love and Hip Hop. She got popped on because she was real popular on Instagram. Like, she would make a lot of the very same thing that's about to get her ass in trouble. Talking about, what's the shit they trying to get her? They said she did to the boyfriends that cheated on her and shit.
Oh, she would rob them or some shit.
Yeah, rob them to set them up with transgenders or some shit like that. I don't know, but that's it. I mean, because those two in particular are the ones that have actually prospered from that. But we get into topic number one. We talked about Groom's top joints and games. Appreciate Big Bro for doing that. Suge with the rant of the week. But yeah, topic number one: are you ever too old to play video games? I'm gonna go on first with this because I find time to still play video game. Am I in it as much as I was when I was younger? Probably not. But I like now. I used to be like a variety when I was a kid. Like my Nintendo games, like literally I would have 30 Nintendo games, and all 30 would probably get played within, the 3 days of each other. Now I have, at least for me, when I play, I have one game in particular that I play forever, and that is NHL, whatever the year is. I'm a hockey player, and that's just where I guess because trying to learn the sport, not knowing too much about it, it kind of feel like I'm learning something while playing. And And then even now I've hooked up like old systems like my Nintendo 64. I was playing that Friday. I was playing a little bit of GoldenEye and Mario Kart. So, but are you is there ever a time where you're too old to play video games? I guess it depends on like how much time, it's consuming rather, for at least for me. I got a whole bunch of stuff to work on, trying to do like the job, trying to do like podcast shit. So yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there is an age. I haven't reached it yet because I still play video games. So I let my other gamers get on, talk about it.
Yeah, no, you're never too old to play games. It's more like you said, just having the time to play games. But like there being an age where like you shouldn't play games, I don't think there is one.
There used to be a time where, like, again, it's like a question that comes from like women that have like husbands that are avid gamers, but they're gamers now. They just play it on their damn cell phone. Like, there was a time where you couldn't find a woman who wasn't playing Candy Crush or I don't know, Temple Run or whatever. Or whatever the fuck.
I see persons, so most of the females that I know or that I work with, they don't play games on their phones.
Or family. What is it? Family Feud, like Family Feud and shit.
No. They don't play. No,
that's what I'm saying.
They don't play games like that. They play hardcore games. I mean, I'm not one of them, but yeah, they don't play games like that.
So, with some people do. They just like that's what we've become in our society. Like games being a part of social media. Games have been infused with social media. Like I used to play like Uno. Like a lot of folks, like again older folks, probably like my mom or maybe like my aunts and them. They probably play Uno through Facebook.
Oh, you play that new? Well,
no, fuck. You know what?
But you could play games against other people, like in other states.
I want to talk. I want to touch. I don't want to get too much off the subject, but I want to talk about this Uno shit and these fucking rules that people have.
Damn, y'all.
Hold on, we gonna get back. We're gonna go right back into that. But I'm just like we mentioned Uno and Jeff. I gotta know what the fuck is up with this stacking shit. Like, there's one thing of stacking like draw fours.
That's how real Uno games.
I don't want to hear that bullshit. What about numerical stacking? What is that?
That's what real games play.
I don't want to hear that. It don't even matter the color. It'd be like a red zero.
Same number.
A red zero. No. I'm talking about in order. Like you got a red zero, a blue one, a yellow 2, a green 3.
Yeah. That's how you play. That's how we play stack.
Oh, what the hell?
We been playing it that way since I was young. You wanna know what the best part about that shit?
Is y'all
cheating. You can punish somebody bad as fuck. If they do something, everybody at the table just draw 2, don't draw 4, don't draw 4. They end up with like 10 fucking cards, and then they mad at you for the rest of the game. That's how you not make friends. You play it that way. You fuck them over. The other way is too slow. That way, everybody save all their shit. They say they stuff to the end, then they punish each other.
Yeah.
Wait for them, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, then you got the spotlight. We're talking about the stack on the Uno, but so go ahead, man. What about you? How you feel about that thing? Are you ever too old to play video games?
They the new Uno, where they have like stuck cards and shit. The one they like. Yeah, they got like dragon stuck cards. Yeah, they got one that people have to reverse hand.
I don't like that shit. Don't steal my cards. That shit happened.
You said what?
That happened to me. My ex did that shit. We playing Uno. She stole my goddamn hand.
They do that. That's how the new one is. Like,
no, I'm not digging it.
Oh, it's just...
They got some damn rules in Uno, man. This thing is complicated.
The new Uno is made to play with partners, basically.
They got a Uno drinking game now.
It's kind of like space, trying to figure out what your partner got. The way you fuck everybody else over the other thing. That's how you play the new. So it's made to play with partners.
You know what? We're gonna get back. We're gonna get right back to the whole. I want to get your spill on the whole. Are you too old to play video games? But if we're looking at the BET Awards, everybody that owes 50 Cent has been on the TV screen in the last 5 minutes. This shit is funny.
Yo, he need to just come out there, man, and with a big collector.
Because now Bow Wow owes him money.
Man, he should have just got his money early.
Bow Wow owes him money. The guy from Power owes him money. The one that was in ATL with T.I., his best friend in the movie, owed him money. Hell, the damn star of Power owed him money. Then of course Tierra Marie owes him money. She just got a DUI, and he still want that money.
Why is he in his money like his money? Is he going broke or something?
No, I think it's the principle. It's principalities in this.
But it ain't gotta be going broke. If you give somebody some money, they're not supposed to pay you back.
But so Jeff, man, so are you too old? Are you ever too old to play video games?
You know what's funny? Is my dad right now, which he had a PS4, he can play like Madden, which is crazy. He hasn't played Madden like since I got in the military, man. That's crazy, right? But he's in at retirement age now, and he has nothing else to do. And now he like wants to go back to something that he used to do. You know what I'm saying? So are you ever like too old? Hell no, because they tell you when you're older that you should do stuff to keep your mind. Like my mom still plays Scrabble on her like pad, her like iPad or whatever. So, no, never too old, man. I guarantee right now they still with that Nintendo in the house.
Yeah, it's funny. Everybody's parents had their games that they played. My daddy's game was Tetris. He loved to play fucking Tetris. Like when I had an operational Nintendo, and he used to love to play Tetris. Mom's game was this game called Anticipation, which is like not win, lose, or draw. But like, what the hell do you call it? You got teams and shit.
Oh, when it's drawing and stuff. Yeah, what it is.
Yeah, you got like the pictures and shit. Sure, yeah, it's almost like it's like a single player. That's it. That's exactly right. It's a single player charades, in a sense. Like it's like the computer draws the thing. Sometimes it gives like a subject, and you got to figure out what the hell it is before the dice rolls. And the trick of the game is it goes by color. So depending on where you land determines what color you get. So if you need like a blue, so you got to watch what it lands on, so you could land on like the blue color and get that and move on to the next level. But that's the premise of the game. It's like one of those things where like charades where you got to figure out what the pencil is going to do, and then it pulls up. But yeah, anticipation was that game. My game right now is NHL. The game, my all-time favorite video game of all time I've ever played in my life is the Ninja Turtles arcade game in the actual arcade. That's my shit forever. And supposedly Arcade 1-Up has that coming out in August, like the little standalone arcade machines that they sell for like I think $300 at Walmart. Right now they got the Mortal Kombat 1 through 3 out, $300, and the Street Fighter they got Street Fighter Championship Edition, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo for $300 as well on like a standalone machine. So I'm gonna try to get. I definitely want that Ninja Turtle shit. If I don't get anything else, I want that. I don't have to have it. I want that shit. Moving on to the second topic, right? So over the weekend, this past Friday, I went to go see Rocket Man, movie about Elton John's life. It's actually a really good movie, yo. Like again, I liked Bohemian Rhapsody, and I really liked Rocket Man. What I saw the difference between like the two is that in Bohemian Rhapsody they showed Freddie Mercury like making out with a dude or whatever, but in this movie Rocket Man they got like a full blown out gay sex scene. You know what I'm saying? You don't see dicks or nothing like that, but you definitely see them like in bed and shit like that, and like kissing or whatever. And the guy, you can see the guy like wraps his legs around, the Elton John character and the shit. So
we don't need to hear.
See, that leads into the question. The question is, do you get uncomfortable watching male gay sex scenes in movies?
I don't need to hear anymore. I'm good. You already gave enough details.
All right, and so again, I asked Karoon baby. He already spoke on it, so why do you?
I don't think uncomfortable. It's just to the point where, like, if you're watching a movie, I think in Game of Thrones at one point when they had the gay brother or whatever up there, and this nigga was like with a nigga every scene almost.
Right.
Like 2 or 3 times a show, he get the male cheek.
So all right. So, but Joe, but if there was two, if it was Daenerys and Sansa in a scene together, would it still be uncomfortable the same way?
For me, after like a certain point, like any sex, like hetero, gay sex, lesbian sex, any of that, like too much of it, like after it ruins the movie. Yeah, it ruins the movie, like the flow of the movie sometimes. Yeah.
But this is hold on. Let Roberto go. Go ahead, Roberto.
No, yeah, it's just too much. Like the ones that I like, or the ones where like it shows like where it's gonna start, and then it like cuts to black or something like that. And maybe it shows the aftermath, because I don't need to fucking actually see the actual fucking like ask for that. If I want to watch like two people fucking, I'll watch porn. I don't really want to watch that like in a movie. But I actually want to pay attention to the story and the plot and all that. I just saved him a high five. I watched this thing. I don't want to see nobody fucking story. You remember like that story? Now you watch the clip of what you want to see. So this shit, I don't want to fucking watch that movie and then just like I watch 2 or 3 scenes of somebody fucking through the movie. I just want to watch the fucking movie. I don't care. Give me the movie, bitch.
Exactly. Give us the movie. If we wanted to see a sex scene, we'd go to Pornhub.
I mean, I don't really care about the sex. It's doing a super dating sex thing.
Well, this is only they have, and for those who ain't seen the movie, there's 2. One that goes pretty tough, and the other 2 is like, okay, well, I guess they showed us enough earlier. We get the point what's about to happen.
Like I remember when we were like when 300 came out, and that sex thing started like. It was in a fucking movie theater, and it was going on for quite a while. Like, it just got to the point where it was so awkward, everybody just started laughing. It was just so fucking uncomfortable and awkward that everybody in the movie theater just started laughing during the sex scene because it was just too much.
I think that was the purpose of that one, and I think we talking about Rise of the Empire one, but yeah.
The first one.
Oh, the first one.
Yeah, 300.
Yeah, me and Jeff went to go see. Jeff, was it me? Was it just us 2, or did Ebony go too?
I don't know. It might have been us.
Everybody just. Yeah, I think it was us. Yeah, but this the long sec. You talking about the one in the beginning? The only one they have in it then, because that's I think. Yeah, they only had one. They only had one scene in the in the first 300.
It's fucking messed up that the rape scene was like less sex scene like with the husband and wife. That's not like just too much it was like that sex scene.
Yeah.
Like you know how the like creative guys like raped the queen or some shit.
Yeah.
Movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's less uncomfortable to watch than the actual like love making between Leonidas and his queen.
Yeah.
Because it was just like okay, just like cuts gonna happen, cut to black. Okay. Now when it was Holly Berry and Billy Bob Thornton, it was because I wanted to see Holly Berry.
Holly Berry and Bob Thornton is different.
Hello. Well, let the lady of the show. Lady. Yeah. Hold on. Let lady 2 cents. Lady. Yeah, let lady.
I don't want to see a movie where somebody is getting it in the poop shooter. That's just, you're not supposed to be poking there, first of all. Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
So, so why is that? So why is that uncomfortable for you?
I just told you. I don't want I don't want to see nobody getting poked in the booty hole. That's not what it's intended for.
I'm watching the oral play.
There's only one hole that the penis goes into, and that's not it.
There's more than one hole.
Yep, that's for sure.
But there's only one hole it goes into, and that's not it.
Well, at least I know what I know what you and Jeff ain't doing.
That's why I got my white girl.
My girl got a girlfriend.
No, not in the poop shooter. I'm sorry, no.
All right, well, I guess I don't want to really then go for the thing about the uncomfortable watching the male. It uncomfortable, yeah, because I'm a straight guy and it just doesn't do nothing for me. But like I said, if it was, I don't know if it was two girls I like, and if it was, I seen you wanted to see like a particular like Jeff was talking about Billy Bob and fucking Halle Berry. I ain't got no problem. Not long before we saw Halle Berry showing titties in movies. Yeah, it was like an accomplishment.
But wasn't that scene funny though. She was like, make me feel
before.
Good. Like,
oh yeah, the first part. I just need you to make me feel. Can you make me feel good? Can you make me? He's like, what is it you want? Billy Bob was like, what is it you want me to do? Yeah, man. So, does it make me uncomfortable? Not for the reason that, like, I don't think we're gay, gay people shouldn't do movies type shit. More so that I'm not into that shit. So it's like, yeah, all right, okay, it's part of the movie. Let it. He was a gay man, so we're gonna see it, and that's just what it is. But
yeah, no, any sex scene from you, that goes like too far, like turning too much.
Yeah, well, that's why I said. Let me tell you a funny thing about that 300 Rise of the Empire. When I saw that in the movie theater, I fell asleep in the movie. I woke up to them fucking against the door. I was like, what the fuck?
That's what I think they're just kind of making fun of the first sex scene in the first movie. But yeah, that's why like it wasn't as bad like to watch, but it was still like too much. I think that was the purpose of the one in the Rise of an Empire. It's just like supposed to be poking fun of the sex scene in the first movie.
Yeah.
But in the first 300, the original 300, like that one was just uncomfortable.
All right, well, you heard us spill about the gay scenes and the sex scenes, but we'll move on to I want to call this the main topic of today's show, and that is Lavar Ball and him being banned from ESPN's hypocritical ass. Topic 3. Did Lavar Ball go too far when he stated, because this is for those who don't know, this is the backstory. All people listening, misogynists, feminists, neutralists, whatever you are. So the story is Miss Molly Karam, she's the moderator for first ESPN show First Take, and when they speak on things, she has to be the one to control like when the topic is going to be like changed and shit. So Molly taking back control of the floor, she says it's time to like switch gears or some shit like that. And then Lavar Ball says, you can switch gears with me anytime. Lavar has said far much worse shit on this network in regards to his kids playing basketball. He has gone as far to say that he could beat Michael Jordan in a fucking basketball in 1-on-1. He's gone as far as saying that his kid is better than like LeBron's kid, and I don't understand how LeBron being the golden boy of the NBA, how that wasn't banned. But this particular, maybe I could say maybe all the build up that what he's done thus far, because it just seems like a reach to me.
What it is, hey girl, man, what's her name?
Molly Karam, fine ass.
She a fucking attention whore, man.
I don't think that was her though. That's the thing. I've yet to hear Molly say anything. I think
Molly has already said something.
What did she say?
She on the show, she made a big deal about it.
What did she say?
Afterwards, she made a big deal about it. Said she was uncomfortable and all this other shit.
She said that? I gotta listen again, man. That's why I was trying to get the full. I was trying to get the full thing on because I didn't hear her say anything. I saw a headline. She just said ESPN has her back, but I didn't see anything else.
I don't like him anyway, so
it's like he didn't even really say nothing. They broke it down. Somebody else broke it down, like how it would sound and how he really wasn't.
But does it really have to sound sexually? It doesn't. How does it sound like? Seriously, I don't know. I think banning him was a little too far, but I mean, I don't think that
always like anytime you get some attention, man.
I know she likes to say she's just. I'm gonna say this, and I love Jalen Rose, but they just as corny. I see why they together. I see why they married. They just as corny together. Cause like Molly likes to say a lot of like again hip hop quotables. Same thing with Max. Max do it too. Mac does a lot of hip hop quotables, but that's really how that's how they move, man. I mean, I still that's my folk though. I fuck with them, but I just the question is like did Lavar really go too far enough for him to be banned? And my answer to that is no. And that was me explaining why. I mean, Ebony, based off of what you heard, did you feel like Lavar should have been banned?
I don't think he should have been banned. That might have been a little too far.
There's people who came up there and said far worse. When they did that slave shit,
that's what I'm saying. I talked about that. I talked about that shit. Like, when again, they did the auction.
That's what I'm saying, though, man. These motherfuckers speaking
The people on staff are still there that did that slave auction shit.
Hell yeah.
The get out joint.
They're still fucking there.
Yeah.
With fucking a predominantly black football fucking league.
Yeah.
They still there.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah. What'd you think?
That is true. When somebody else says something, then it's all right. But then it's like black person all of a sudden it's an issue.
Yeah. So what did you think? What did you think, Roberto?
Honestly, the reason I've been staying quiet is because I'm not too familiar with this incident. I think I saw what you guys posted a little bit, but that's about it. So I'm not too familiar from what it sounds like. If all he said was I'd switch gears with you anytime or something, like, that doesn't sound like bad enough to be banned. But like, for nowadays, like, these things doesn't seem like they really even need to do much to get banned from any shit. Like, any little thing that you can say can get banned. Because I've been hearing stories like shit on Twitter, like stupid shit on Twitter, like saying stuff like a man is not a woman. Like, I heard somebody got banned from Twitter from that. From saying that a man is not a woman. It's like, that's enough to get you banned? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then I also heard that, like, there's like doing the whole Covington thing. Like, you know, with the kids and the Native American guys and stuff. Like, there's people calling for, like, killing these kids and all that shit. And, like, nothing happened to those people. They have, like, some person that just said a man is not a woman, they got banned. And it's just crazy shit like that. Like, any little thing can get you in trouble now. It doesn't even really fucking matter if it's actually bad or not. Because as long as somebody doesn't like it, you're gonna get in trouble.
Lavar, man, you've always been annoying. So I think they picked the wrong time to ban you. That is what I don't care for. Like, you should have been banned for earlier shit, not this. So yeah, ESPN, y'all gotta take the L.
That's what that shit is. Earlier, his son was popped. They thought he was gonna mess for him and LBJ. Now that his son been traded, Lavar Ball ain't as big as he was before. His mouth ain't as big, you know.
And a lot of people, and they said that. I believe that too. That has played a factor too. So we move into our last segment of the night, and I'm calling it the things you did as a kid in the summers growing up. And we were talking earlier about like how kids, you know, again, I guess what nowadays they're coming into folks houses asking for snacks and shit. And Jeff talking about he was the one that went in your house and made a sandwich like bruh man and shit. Me as a kid, I would wake up. First thing I would do, because I was such a music head, I would turn to BET or MTV and see what music videos, like the summer, because we used to get, the big director in music videos back in like the 90s and shit, Hype Williams. So Hype Williams used to always have, you know what I'm saying, like those videos that used to have the women glistening as fuck, and it was like, yo, I had to, like, I was like, you know what I'm saying, like, it was like we wanted, like, again, these are when your hormones are raging. So like the DMX's video with Cisco for what they want was like just badass women. And then like Cisco's thong song video, and who else had, and pretty much everybody from Def Jam had the same fucking director for the music videos. So like, all Hype Williams, slow mo, glistening. Thick women, natural women at that, walking around, and it was just just incredible. So I would get up, watch TV, go downstairs and look in the refrigerator at least 3 times, thinking food gonna change. I'd go to the outside freezer in the garage and eat whatever freeze pops were there. And if my brother being around, my little brother, I'll probably have to like make him breakfast or make him lunch and shit, and then. I'm probably talking to one of my homeboys about what girl's house we was gonna try to be around and try to talk to them, or I was talking to the girls on the phone or whatever. And then we go outside sometimes, and play basketball for sure over Darius Snack's house. Matter of fact, Snacks used to be on the show. Shout out to Snacks, man. We used to go over his court and play basketball all the time. And Yeah, those are pretty much just like the summers, and of course, and get to the pool at any chance possible, because we always felt like we would see you got to see like what girls developed over the summer and shit. So we got going to the pool, but yeah. So what was going down for you, for you, Ebony or Deke?
I was gonna let Bert go.
Go ahead, Berto.
If I wasn't in California with my cousin, and I should be over here, like, just hanging out with, like, the kids that lived in my apartment, like, doing stupid shit, like, recreating, like, stuff from, like, movies that came out that summer. Like, one summer, like, I remember when the Star Wars movies came out, the prequels, we would be playing that shit, trying to, like, recreate scenes from those movies and shit, or just playing video games.
Yep, I left that out, too. Damn sure video games, for sure. That if one thing I did, yeah, a lot of seasons in NBA Live, a lot of challenges in WWF Warzone. That was like of the games that was like most anticipated, bro. I'll get it back to you, Berto. But Warzone, I had a big anticipation for Warzone. Warzone was like that game, like out, because that's how big Austin was. Being able to play a game where you could do the stunner, that was like real big. And Revenge, same thing with Revenge. Revenge was like, yeah, I'm ready for this. I gotta have this shit. Back to you, Berto.
Yeah, for us it was Star Fox 64. That one was the one that that one was my jam, like undefeated for like I don't know how many fucking summers. There's ridiculous. But yeah, man, like then as I got older, then it just turned into going to work with my parents. Like any summer break, winter break, like holidays, it just be going to work with my parents. And that's pretty much fine.
Deacon Balls.
You can tell you about the horseback rides and going to Uncle Phil's house and fucking, Aaron Ashley and all the rest of that shit.
Oh, okay, that's how you got down, born and raised.
Everything?
I need it. For me, and there's a lot we used to do. Swimming every day, playing video games, staying up late, eating junk food, traveling cross country. Yeah, we did a lot of visiting family during the summertime. When we lived stateside, overseas, we didn't so much, but we do stuff like swimming. I remember one summer we got our parents bought us a tent and put it in the backyard, and we pretty much lived in that for on and off, which is pretty fun. As I got older, I don't know, not too much.
The kids are giving her trouble. So from the realest,
yeah.
Like when I was eating nasty ass watermelon, which I hate to this day because I ate so much of that shit.
That shit ain't nasty.
Fucking hate watermelon, bro.
I love watermelon.
Y'all don't understand, man. I felt when I was a kid, we got a watermelon every week, and I ate a quarter of a fucking watermelon, by myself. My mom would cut big ass fucking slice where I felt like I damn had the watermelon this big. I had a fucking quarter of this shit, and she's like, "You better eat it all." And I'm like, man, fuck, man, I hate watermelon, yo. No, fuck that shit.
I ain't never heard nobody that forced their kids to eat watermelon.
That watermelon's cheap. You gotta think when you poor or whatever.
So when you did have to eat,
grapes and all that, you buy a big ass watermelon. It's got multiple kids, and you cut that shit up and be like, eat that shit.
That was a treat to us. We were never forced to eat it.
I remember my mom having 3 fucking watermelons in the house, nigga. And one time, you'd be like, oh, please, I hope you don't cut no fucking watermelon for me. And she cut a piece of watermelon, it'd be big as fuck.
You know what? Watermelon get you food. Maybe they didn't want to feed y'all niggas, so they just gave y'all watermelon.
Because it got the juice already in it, so you don't need to go back in the house.
Yeah.
Fucking hate watermelon, man. I don't even eat a watermelon dying later.
So when you ate watermelon, did you eat it with salt or sugar?
I didn't eat it with nothing. I just ate it.
Oh, yeah. See, my daddy would always he used to make watermelon with salt and shit. And it was like, now I have my shit plain. I don't put no sugar or nothing on it. It was a point in time.
I've heard of salt, but not sugar. I never heard watermelon with sugar.
I know you put sugar on it.
This nigga don't even like drinking Kool-Aid either.
I remember somebody I used to know used to put salt on the green part, the rind and eat it.
The rind is nasty.
Nah, cuz we don't do that. We don't. Nah, that rind don't get touched.
Red, you got that little green kind of white part.
But when I think of
You gotta try that yellow watermelon.
When I think of summertime, when I used to go to my grandma's house, I think of crab legs because you know they live in Maryland, so crab legs would be like a very big thing, or just crabs in general. I remember seeing my grandma going to get like a barrel of crabs, and they would still be alive, and like see them climbing in the pot and climbing out and trying to climb out the pot, and then that steam get to them. And it's just, you know, that's like nostalgia for me seeing that. But of course, we used to love getting the crab legs though. The crab legs used to be on point. I didn't like the work though. I didn't like the work of getting of cracking crab legs though. That shit is just too strenuous for me. Doing like trying to crack crab legs, trying to make sure you get all the meat possible.
A lot of summer for me is ass.
You going to people's houses making sandwiches and shit.
Summertime.
You going to people's houses making sandwiches and wondering why you got your ass beat.
Nah, man. I was like every summer. I feel like every summer when I was younger, I got a major ass. Like, I remember jumping from couch to couch to my mom's house, and I fucking was like trying to do a Macho Man elbow, and I slipped and landed to a glass table. There's fucking glass everywhere. So instead of being like scared that I'm cut from landing to a real glass table, I'm scared I'm gonna get my ass whooped. And I'm trying to figure out how to put a glass table back together. I tried to use fucking glue. Fucking glue. I got ass for that. I got left at camp in South Carolina. Me and my cousin was on a trip because we were always in like Boys and Girls Club and all that shit. And like, and me and my cousin Terrell, my grandparents was like chaperones, which made it even fucking worse. My grandparents were chaperones. We ride down there with them, and we get left at like Myrtle Beach or whatever. No, whatever the one in South Carolina is. We got left down there because we didn't get on the bus with the rest of the kids who were playing like arcade games on the fucking beach. So then they get down like, where are they at? They all the way back close to home. They like, maybe he's on another bus. They get home and they do the like count, and we're not there.
Nigga, you a real life Home Alone?
You said what?
You like a real life Macaulay Culkin?
Yo, I was man. So now my parents and my cousin's parents and my grandparents are fucking mad because they're chaperones and they lost to their grandkids. So yeah, man, I got fucking roast. But I mean, I got my ass. I could have sworn it was like afternoon. And I still get a whooping at night. I swear it felt like I got whooped like all day.
You ever got
think about what I did in the gas money? They be like, come here.
I remember a few ass whoopings, but did you ever got an ass whooping so bad that you went to sleep?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of ass.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, some was bad.
I know some summers I was spending, the ones that I spent in Texas. I remember it always happens like the night we get there. My aunt would like go to work or whatever, and she would always call my other aunt from down the street. They'd make us clean the house up. They'd be like, y'all don't help clean, y'all getting the ass whooping. And we'd be like, man, we just got into town like at midnight or something. How the hell you expect us to clean your damn house? So we just got out of town. Man, we had no choice. And then like every time we did get whoopings from like my aunts and stuff, she'd tell us not to tell our parents. So like, cause our parents would just like drop us off and be out for a while, like hanging out with other relatives or whatever. All the kids would be there like one house. And I remember, man, my mom could never understand why we used to beg her to take us with her. Until we got older, she found out we getting our ass whooped for no damn reason. We would always get like stuff stolen from us when we come down and visit. We always left with less than like half the shit we came with.
I think my parents was more like, I used to do shit and they try to calm down. You know, you never want to like hit your child while you mad. I think they used to calm down and think about what I did was so fucked up. I didn't like go to bed, and I'd be laying in the bed, and they'd be like, man, I was about to get an ass, and then I still get an ass. They see me to bed and wake me up out of my bedroom to get my ass whooped because they still mad. They try to calm down, but they still mad that I did something. That's kind of fucking shit I used to do.
Yeah, my mom would give us an ass whooping, and then she would call my dad at work, and he would like hate getting called at work off the sideline. So that would be the what when he's mad getting called at work. He come home, whoop your ass again.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt, when you whoop your kid ass, if they took your car and drove it like down the street and like in behind a building, and they thought it was funny.
Yeah.
And you were looking for your car, you thought somebody stole it, would you beat your kid ass?
Yeah, I think so. That's some Cosby Show shit right there. You deserve a Cosby Show ass whooping.
I was getting my ass whooped. I was so stupid.
Yep, you out there doing that.
So little kid that stole his parents' car to go to McDonald's. And he was like, oh, he knows damn better than anybody. And people was like praising him and shit. And I was like, this little kid could have killed himself or hurt other people.
My friend did it. He stole the bus.
That's crazy.
My boys, they stole the bus at the school. And they drove through the drive-thru to go to McDonald's. The school bus.
What's up with kids in the car to go to McDonald's, though? That's what I want to know.
That's what these motherfuckers were, yo. It's 2 kids riding around in a fucking school bus with other kids in it.
And on the bus to go to McDonald's. There's something in that food, man. There's some of that McDonald's food that's making kids do shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, they went to school before it, though. They was young as hell when they did shit, too.
Yeah, that was good. Good times, though, growing up. You know, for Romey-Mak, Deacon Balls, Roberto, and Sugar Booger, we out. Peace.